Greetings everyone. This is the part 3 of our discussion about thermodynamics. So let's continue our discussion. So still we are under about entropy and the second laws of thermodynamics. So this time class, we will apply the second law of thermodynamics in a chemical reaction. So as you can see, we have this formula, the entropy of a Rxn, which represents as a reaction. So ibig sabihin, we're talking about the entropy of a reaction is equal to this formula. So the standard entropy value of compound have been measured in joules per Kelvin in a mole. To calculate the entropy of a reaction, which is the entropy of the system, the values may be found in the thermodynamics table. Thermodynamics table 1 have been absolutely entropy substance at 25 degrees Celsius at 1 atm. So class, in this case, we will use a thermodynamics table. So again, ibig sabihin, the values na i-enter nyo or gagamitin nyo is given na po. So basically, you will find only the values in a given table, and after that, you will use that to solve what is been looking, kung ano yung pinapahanap po. So since mas sobrang dami pong nililista or na-included na mga values in every chemicals, so we only select few na ipapakita dito in order just to familiarize kung paano kumuha at gamitin yung mga values. So that is represented or presented in a table 1. For convenience, entropy or delta S will be used instead of the entropy of a chemical in preceding discussion. Remember, the greater the value of entropy, then the greater is the increase in the randomness of a system. So, ibig sabihin, pag tumaas yung entropy, ibig sabihin, pag tumaas yung randomness, or the greater the entropy, automatically tumataas yung randomness ng mismong system natin in a chemical reaction. So, in calculating the entropy change in the system, the standard entropy of reaction or the entropy of a chemical reaction, how its entropy change is determined. What data are needed for the calculations? Suppose that the system is represented with the following reaction. So, as you can see, class, this is just a representation how a chemical reaction happens. So obviously, we have the values or chemicals found in our reactant. So sa left side natin. And also, we have all found in our right side, which is the product. So typically, we will identify which are kung gaano or kaano karaming entropy, or whether the entropy will increase or decrease in after the computation. So, as the case of enthalpy of the reaction, the standard entropy of the reaction is given by different standard entropies between products and the reactant. So, we will utilize this formula class later in identifying the entropy change. So, we have the entropy change is equal to the entropy of the product minus the entropy of the reactants, where M and N, so in the formula, M and N are the stoichiometric coefficient in the reaction. So, ibig sabihin, later, the role of the coefficient is important pa rin. So, ibig sabihin, not all the time that the coefficient is 1. So, maybe you can use even larger values. So, isa-substitute natin siya in the given formula. Okay, so ito po class, yung sinasabi ko kaninang few samples of a given standard entropy ng selected compounds. So again, selected lang to kasi nga sobrang dami. So we will provide again the table for your task and of course for exam. So dapat ayun, may kopya kayo. Ang gagawin nyo na lang sa exam is you will find the value and after that, you will use it. So, this one is standard molecular entropies with the unit of joules per mole per Kelvin of a selected substance at 298 Kelvin, or mas alam natin na room temperature, which is 25 degrees Celsius. Yes, 25 degrees Celsius. Again, that is our room temperature, or kung baga yung standard temperature na alam natin in 1 atm. So 1 atm again, that is the standard atm below or above the sea level. So ibig sabihin that this values probably kung iba yung temperature na given natin, so kung hindi siya 25 degrees Celsius, probably it will change also this value. So most of the time sa chemistry class, we use the standard or the room temperature as a basis. That's why meron tayong table na sinusunod. Pero not all the time naman class kasi sinusunod siya. That's why we need the use of an internet. Pero in your quizzes and exam, so we will follow what is been yung laging gamit na. So just like this, so we have for H2O in the state of a gas, so we have 188 joules per mole per Kelvin. So ito po, yung mga sample pa lang. So let's try this first example. So from standard entropy value in thermodynamics data table, so kailangan natin siya. Calculate the entropy change of the following reaction. So let's have this example class. So the given example here, so we can see this is the reactant and this one is our product. Our reactant, we have a mole of a hydrogen, a molecule of a hydrogen, and a mole of a molecule of iron. Iodine. To form reacted to form a 2 mole of hydrogen iodine. So our first step, in order to find the entropy change, obviously is write the standard entropy of each formula. So ito na po, dito nyo nagagamitin yung mga values na makikita sa table. So ang gagawin nyo lang po is you will write down all the chemicals, isa-isa, which is located both the reactant and the product. So, ayan, ililista lang natin. Then, you will find it in the table. So, ito lang po kung nakalagay sa table. So, let's try for H2. So, for H2, this is 130.6. So, which is this one. For I, so, ayan, iodine. So, wala dito. Pero, yun po, yung given. Makikita niyo siya sa table, then, and this one. So, sample lang po kung paano siya makukuha. So sobrang dami, you need to find some time na bilisan mag-scan since naka-alphabetical naman siya. Huwag nyo na isa-isahin, dire-diretso agad sa letter kung saan nagsisimula sa table. Okay po? So, for your exam, we will agree how many decimal placement we will use pa. So, probably we'll agree na whole number na lang para sakto yung result. Pero ngayon, for our tasks or activities lang, so we will follow what is written in the table po. So, first step after writing second step after writing all the standard entropy. Next, we have using the equation for the standard entropy equation. So, this time we will use the formula. So, again, this one is the formula na gagamitin natin. So, the change in the entropy is equal to the entropy of the product. So, again, ang mangyari dito, product minus the reactant. So, careful with it. Product muna, ipagmaminus lang sa reactant. And after that class, we will substitute the coefficients. So, ulit po, coefficients are the values found before the elements. So, kagaya nito, for hydrogen iodide, ayan, may 2 siya. So, ibig sabihin 2, nilalagay natin. For the product, so, ayan. So, summation or N. So, summation, this one is the, again, ito po yung coefficient na makikita natin sa product, which is 2. So, this one. Ayan, ilalagay lang natin dito. Then, close and open parenthesis. Then, after that, blank muna natin yung nilagay natin na kukunin sa table in the later and substitute the element, the compound. So, hydrogen iodine, then minus, susundan lang natin to. So, kung anong ginawa po natin sa product, we will also do the same sa reactant. So, isusulat na natin yung subscript. For example, dito po yung hydrogen, molecule of a hydrogen. So, ayan, 1. So, tapos, blanco din muna. So, S. So, for the symbol. And 1 for the molecule of iodine. So, ayan din. And after that, we will substitute the value coming from the table. So, kukumpletuhin na natin yung substitution. Pwede nyo naman pong diretsuhin kung nagets nyo kung paano siya gawin. Pero, for the purpose of understanding ng karamihan, isa-isahin natin step by step. So, first po, nagagawin natin, so after substituting the coefficient, we will substitute the standard entropy coming from the table. So, uunahin muna natin yung standard value, entropy of our product. So, 2 yung coefficient times, so 206. So, 206 tayo. Check natin na ito. 206.3. Ayan, so substitute lang natin. Minus, susundin lang natin then for the a molecule of hydrogen. So, we will check. So, yes, that is 130.6. So, ayan. So, substitute lang. Then, a molecule of iodine. So, ayan po. Pwede you can also compute this directly with the use of calculator. But, yun nga, ipapakita lang natin. Kaso, be careful nga lang class with your calculator. Baka masyado siyang, maybe for those advanced calculator, you can compute this directly na hindi mali-mali. Kasi minsan yung iba, especially yung mga delay na calculator, yung manual. So, be careful with the use of parentheses. So, ayan. Hindi pwedeng magkulang ng parentheses minsan kasi naiiba yung result. So, product minus with the reactant. So, ayun lang po. Pagma-minus lang. Ayan. So, after that, we can get this result. So, the change of entropy is equal to positive 165.3 joules per Kelvin. So, as you can see, based on the result class, positive. Positive yung state, yung sign ng entropy natin. Ibig sabihin, the result is tumaas po yung entropy natin. So, ibig sabihin nito is that lalong tumaas yung randomness ng reactant natin pag nag-turn na siya into product. So, it's a sign kasi pag plus, ibig sabihin tumaas yung entropy niya. So, ayun lang po. So, the general rule for predicting the entropy change of the system, so we have these 3 rules lang. So, first, if the reaction produce more gas molecule than it's consumed, change of entropy is positive. So, almost similar from the given example. Since our example got a positive sign, it only means that it produce more gas molecule. And alam naman natin that the gas state or a gas molecule has the greatest entropy. Ibig sabihin, lalong tumaas yung entropy niya after converting from the reactant into product. So, that's why the sign is positive. So, next, if the total number of the gas molecule diminish, the change of entropy is negative. So, which is ang nangyari dito, bumaba. Bababa. Kung naging negative yung result natin, is bumaba yung entropy pag nag-undergo ng chemical reaction. So, ibig sabihin, nag-change siya ng state of matter. It could be from the original, it could be from gas or liquid siya, then turn siya into solid. So, kung baga, alam nyo naman natin, that's gas has the greatest entropy. So, kung baga, nag-decline yung change of state of matter niya. So, if there is no net change in the total number of gas molecule, so kung ganun pa rin siya, the change of entropy may be positive or negative, but will be relatively small numerically. So, in this case, class for number 3, nangyayari po na pwedeng maging positive or negative or kumbaga wala tayong nadidetect or magiging zero. Ang ibig sabihin lang po nun that the value is very small itself. Kumbaga, kung titignan natin, pag same state of matter, especially nangyayari to pag same state ng molecule, yung ginagamit natin example, parehong gas. So, kung pareho siyang gas, and the values that we use class is magkakaiba, kung kumbaga yung decimal placement na ginamit natin, ayun dito, ito po, yung decimal placement na ginamit natin sa entropy is magkakaiba, so probably na hindi natin ma-identify ng sakto and mahirap siyang i-identify kung baga since nga sobrang liit ng value, that's why we cannot identify whether it is a positive or negative. For most of the time naman class, we can see it whether positive or negative. Uulitin po natin, pag positive yung result natin for the entropy, again, it signifies only na tumaas yung randomness ng mismong system once it turn from the reactant into product. Pag naging negative naman is baliktad, bumaba yung randomness or yung entropy ng system once it turns into another sa product. Okay po? So, next, we have ayan. So, we have the following examples. So, sample C2. So, for this case class, your task is predict whether the entropy change of the system in each of the following is a positive or negative. So, for this time class, I will give it to you as serve as your supplementary task or your activity. So, gagawin nyo po siya at ipapasa sa akin. So, number 1. This one is your number 1 activity. So, for this case class, you are required to showcase the formula. Kumbaga, gagawin nyo to. Ayan, isa-isa. Then, ipapakita nyo sa akin whether the answer is positive or negative. So, again class, don't worry. I will send the standard dice table or thermodynamics data table na pinapagkukunan nyo ng mga values for this, kagaya nito. Ayan. So, just follow kung ano yung process natin. So, ayan, isa-isa. Ayan. Tapos, after that, kindly indicate what is the sign, isa-isa. Pag na-solve nyo na po, isa-isa, then kindly indicate what is the final sign, whether it is positive or negative. So, again, pag positive, ibig sabihin, tumaas yung entropy. Pag nag-change siya from the reactant into product, pag naging negative naman, bumaba. So, this is your activity number 1. Ayan. So, another activity. So, this is your activity number 2. Determine, so ano, ayan. Determine the entropy for the reaction. So, almost similar na gagawin niya class, but this time is, again, almost ko-compute niya siya, kagaya ng pinagawa ko. So, pero yung bilang ko dito is 2. So, ito yung first activity nyo, ito yung second activity. So, ayan. So, ganun na ganito yung process na gagawin nyo. Susundin nyo lang po. So, for this time class, given na yung mga values na gagamitin natin, so, mas madali na. Hindi na kayo maghahanap pa sa table. So, ito lang siya. So, again, activity 1 and activity 2. So, I'll leave it to you. Okay. So, we are done discussing about the entropy and enthalpy. So, again, class, entropy and enthalpy is just only useful in identifying spontaneous process pag nag-work on sila together. So, this time, part of the formula of our next topic, which is gives free energy, wherein pinagko-combine ng sa mismong formula si entropy and si enthalpy. Sa case na ito na class, mas reliable, we can exactly identify whether the chemical reaction occur. Let's proceed to gives free energy. So, another thermodynamics function is used in order to express spontaneity of reaction more directly. So, ibig sabihin, siya yung mas pinaka-best way na gagamitin natin para masabi natin na spontaneous siya. Kasi nga, pag nag-rely lang tayo kanina, just like kanina, sa enthalpy, we cannot say whether it is really spontaneous or not. Kasi nga, sometimes, exothermic reaction could be non-spontaneous, and endothermic could be spontaneous in other ways, and even sa entropy. While, sabi nga dito that we can identify spontaneity of a chemical reaction more directly by the help of Gibbs free energy. This is called Gibbs free energy, G, which is the symbol of Gibbs free. The use of G predicts the change that are focused on the system. Gibbs free energy is defined as, ayan, so we have the Gibbs free energy is equal to the enthalpy minus the temperature. So again, the temperature here, class, is in Kelvin. So kasi nga, we are still talking with the molecule in a substance. So temperature, and susundin natin yung naka-SI unit, so which is in Kelvin. And we have the S, which is the symbol of entropy. So we can also express this by means of this. Kung baga, we will put delta in order to showcase that that everything is continuously changing. So ibig sabihin, Gibbs free energy can increase or decrease, same thing with the enthalpy and entropy in a given temperature. All the quantities in the equation pertains to the system. The temperature T is the temperature of the system. So, yun nga po, as is dapat susundin natin yung temperature ng system. G has the unit of energy. Both enthalpy and entropy with a given temperature is in the unit of energy. So, again, class, be careful with this kasi nga, as a reminder that the enthalpy always utilize larger unit, which is kilojoules. Kilojoules po yung unit ni enthalpy. And for entropy, the unit we use here is joules lang po. So, careful po sa paggamit natin dito mamaya. So, okay. Entropy, enthalpy, entropy, and Gibbs energy are all state function. So, itong tatlong to, ito yung, they work together para masabi natin whether, for us to identify whether the chemical reaction is spontaneous or not. So, okay. If the entropy of the universe increases, then the change in Gibbs free energy of the system will decrease. The direction of spontaneous change is negative for the system. So, ibig sabihin, class, this one is almost similar to our analyzation kanina in identifying spontaneity, especially comparing enthalpy and entropy. So, sabi dito daw, if the entropy of the universe increase, so, pag tumaas yung randomness mismo ng system, then, the enthalpy, the Gibbs free energy of the system will decrease. Which is almost similar with the concept of enthalpy, class. Diba sabi natin, pag in the process of enthalpy, once we give off energy, so automatically the enthalpy will get a sign, a negative sign, which sabi nga natin before, that always, the chemical reaction always favor with exothermic reaction. So, ibig sabihin, diba, sabi kanina, just like this, papakita ko sa inyo, uulitin natin. Ayan. Ayan. So, para masabi natin na spontaneous siya ulit, ang titignan natin is the sign of the enthalpy. So, sabi natin, pag yung enthalpy natin is negative, so, automatically spontaneous siya, which is almost similar to our new topic with Gibbs free energy. So, ibig sabihin, and the entropy rather pala is positive. So, ibig sabihin, almost same concept lang siya. Ang sabi lang doon, pag tumaas daw si entropy, dapat bababa C gives free energy. So, almost similar with the enthalpy. Pero, sa perspective na yon is, sa formula mismo ni gives free energy, makikita natin both the entropy and the enthalpy. So, mas directly natin siya ma-identify, whether it is spontaneous or not. So, ayan, directly lang. Again, entropy of the universe will increase. Automatically, magkabaliktaran ulit sila. Kung mag-i-increase si entropy, the gives free energy will decrease. The direction of spontaneous change is negative for the system. So, negative siya for system kasi nga, often, nag-favor yung spontaneity natin with an exothermic reaction. So, next, we have the change of gives free energy tells us if change can occur for a chemical reaction. So, for this case class, yung magiging result ng in a given problem is can tell us whether there is a change na nangyayari sa na gives free energy sa chemical reaction. Then, if the entropy of the universe, so again, entropy of the universe, so this is an example of isolated system as positive for universe, then the enthalpy of the system is negative. So again, magkabaliktaran lang siya. So, almost similar with the concept natin. Again, dapat laging negative si free energy. Ayan, dapat laging negative si free energy. So, almost similar with enthalpy para masabi natin na spontaneous siya. And, the entropy must always be positive or mas tataas. So, yun po. Vice versa yan. Then, the entropy or the enthalpy, the gives free energy rather, for the system is convenient way to predict a change. So, mas madali ma-distinguish natin whether the system or the chemical reaction na mangyayari or the exchange of an energy in a system pag yung ginamit nating formula is the gives free energy. Kasi nga, dalawa yung aspect na tinitingnan natin dito. The enthalpy and the entropy. So, in a given formula. So, the change in the free energy of the system for a constant temperature process as this formula. So, ulit po, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin mamaya. In the context, free energy and the energy available to do work. So, ito yung ginagamit natin to do work. If a particular reaction is accompanied by a release of unusable energy, and free energy is negative. So in this case, class, tawag dito, the energy is released. So, again, sabi natin, once we release an energy, so, nagiging negative to, yung sign natin. The reaction is spontaneous. Kasi nga, we are doing a work. So, basically, it's more on work done by system. Unless the stated otherwise, enthalpy, entropy, and free energy refer to the system of 25 degrees Celsius. So, again, class, most of the time, most of our values na ginagamit lagi is in the unit of 25 degrees Celsius or in Kelvin, which is 298 Kelvin. Kasi nga, this is the room temperature that is mostly ng compound natin, ng mga compound na alam natin. But again, sabi natin, pwede naman mabago yan. Pero yung table na sinusunod natin sa thermodynamic chemistry, thermodynamics table is naka-base often po sa 25 degrees. So, kaya pag nag-compute tayo, most of the time makikita nyo 298 Kelvin yung sinusubstitute na value. Ayan. So, this is the interpretation. So, the free energy is less than 0. The reaction is spontaneous in forward direction. So, ulit po, dapat masasabi natin spontaneous in chemical reaction if the gives free energy is negative or smaller than 0. Ayan ha, or less than 0. O, ayan ha. Dapat negative yung magiging value para masabi natin na spontaneous in forward direction. Next, we have also the entropy, the free energy is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, the reaction is automatic as non-spontaneous. That's why dapat nakaset sa utak natin that the results of Gibbs free energy is always negative para masabi natin spontaneous. So, pag greater than 0, non-spontaneous. The reaction is spontaneous in opposite direction. So, kasi nga, opposing direction lang naman siya. Pero, kagaya ng sinabi natin kanina, yung sa melting and sa freezing, they are opposing. So, basically, yung isa doon is spontaneous, which is the melting. And the other one, the freezing, is non-spontaneous. So, again, we expect, in order to identify the spontaneous, dapat negative si free energy. So, almost similar with the concept of enthalpy kanina. So, pag kabaliktaran naman, is non-spontaneous po, pag greater than 0. But sometimes, we can also find that the Gibbs free energy or the change of Gibbs free energy is equal to 0. It only means that the system is at equilibrium. There is no net change. So, possible po na mangyari ito. So, we will discuss that later about the concept of equilibrium. So, how is Gibbs free energy change determine the change in enthalpy and change in entropy are available? So, obviously, class, we will use the general formula. Now, which is ito yung ginamit nyo din sa performance task nyo. So, let's have your example 1. Kung paano natin siya i-compute. Ayan. So, paki-ready po ng mga calculator. At the same time, yung table na list of your enthalpy values and the entropy values. So, let's have an example. The old camera flash bulb used magnesium metal sealed in a bulb with oxygen. The reaction is, ayan, given na siya class. So, ganito. Pag may mga problem, always given na yung chemical equation. So, ito siya. So, ang unang gagawin nyo lang po is you will write down or identify first the entropy. Ayan, the entropy muna with the unit of joules per Kelvin times mole. Then, you will also list down and find in the table the enthalpy of each given. So, you can use this pattern para may guide na kayo naman or depende sa inyo as long as hindi kayo malilito sa pagsusulat. So, kung i-check natin for magnesium, the entropy of magnesium is 32.7. So, isusulat lang natin. Then, the entropy of the oxygen, or a molecule of oxygen, so, ang titignan natin sa table, which is 200.5. So, and magnesium oxide, so, the entropy is 26.9. So, and after that, obviously, hahanapin nyo din yung enthalpy ni magnesium sa table. So, nakikita natin siya. So, enthalpy of magnesium, you have the 0, 0, and for the magnesium oxide, we have negative 601.2. So, ibig sabihin, you must be careful with the symbols this time. Kasi nga, hindi pwedeng magkamali, we cannot identify whether it is spontaneous or not. So, almost similar process lang po na ginawa nyo kanina. So, kailangan ilista lang yung mga kailangan na values, and after that, you will substitute in the given formula. So, okay na? Ayan. So, once you're done, class, your next step is to find the enthalpy and the entropy from the general formula of Gibbs free energy. Since nga, sa formula is Gibbs free energy, kailangan muna natin, obviously, hanapin si entropy tsaka si enthalpy as a general. So, depende sa inyo kung ano yung uunahin nyo kasi nga, ang pinakamahalaga naman is yung pinakahuli. So, for this case, class, in the given slide, mas naunang hinanap natin si entropy. So, for this case, So, let's check. So, the entropy, the change of entropy is, we will utilize this formula. Yung formula po na ginamit natin kanina, since entropy po yung pinapahanap. So, ganun na ganun pa rin yung gagawin natin. So, i-check natin. So, again, product. So, si magnesium oxide, wala siyang reactant. Ibig sabihin, may 1 dyan. O, isusulat lang natin. Then, isa-substitute natin siya muna. So, since wala pang value or ilalagay natin, so, same thing with our reactant, o pagmaminus lang. So, 1, ayan. So, 1/2. So, ayun po. And after that, so, once you are placed it already, pwede nyo naman siya directly isulat na. So, for the product, magnesium oxide, 26.9. So, again, entropy ha. Entropy muna tayo. So, ibig sabihin, ito siya. Entropy, 26.9. Careful ha. Ayan. Then, for the magnesium, so 32.7. Ayan. So, ayan. Then, for oxygen, so, ayan. Susulat po. So, careful also with the parentheses. Baka magkamali tayo. And after that, so, basic na po, pwede nyo na i-direct sa calculator. And after that, you can find this. So, we can derive to this answer. The entropy change is negative 108.3 joules per Kelvin. So, kung nakikita nyo class, joules pa rin yung unit natin kasi nga entropy yung pinapahanap per Kelvin ha. Ibig sabihin, yung Kelvin na ginamit natin na unit is 25 degrees Celsius pa rin ha, as is. Kaya hindi pwedeng mawala si Kelvin. Kung kasi nga influenced by temperature. So, okay na tayo kay entropy. Next step na gagawin natin, kung okay na tayo kay entropy, si enthalpy na naman yung hahanapin natin. Ayan. Calculate the change of enthalpy. So, almost similar formula with entropy class. Kung napapansin nyo, laging nasa unahan si product, the minus by the reactant. So, basic lang po. Almost same na gagawin. Isusulat lang ulit yung mga coefficient. So, almost similar lang. O, ayan. Isusulat lang kay product. So, for magnesium, since 1 lang din. Then, isusulat siya ng dire-diretso magnesium oxide. So, depende sa inyo kung dadaanan nyo pa to. Pero, mas detailed. Gusto lang ipakita dito step by step. Then, also, kay reactant na naman. So, 1 din and 1/2. So, after writing this class, ang gagawin nyo din is yung value na naman ni enthalpy yung gagamitin natin. So, isa-isahin natin. Magnesium oxide, so we have negative 601.2. So, kung napapansin nyo, sinubstitute lang natin. So, for this value, ayan, for the intervalue, which is 600.2, so close parenthesis, then we have 1, kasi nga 0 yung lahat, so automatically 0 din to, plus 1/2 of 0, then ayan, ikakalculate lang natin. And after that class, we can derive to this answer. So, we can get a negative 601.2 Kelvin. Ibig sabihin, ito yung energy na nawala sa system. So, this one as, kung iisipin natin, this one as is ang exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Kasi nga negative yung sign eh. Ibig sabihin, nawala siya sa system. So, hindi pa tayo natatapos dyan, class. Kasi nga yung pinaka-last na formula natin is isa-substitute na natin siya sa pinaka-formula ni Gibbs free energy. So, ibig sabihin, itong sagot na to, tsaka yung sagot na to is gagamitin natin sa pinaka-general na formula. So, okay. So, sa general formula, nauna po si enthalpy or change of enthalpy. So, obviously, isusulat lang natin siya. Ayan, nakalimutan ng unit. Sign. It could be, it must be negative 601. Ayan. It must be negative 601.2 kilojoules. Ayan. Kung napapansin yung unit class, kilojoules. Ayan. Kilojoules kasi nga, alam naman natin malaki yung unit niya. And, substitute natin yung P, temperature. 298. Again, itong 298 class, this one is in a room temperature, which is equivalent in Celsius is 25 degrees Celsius. Kasi nga, lahat ng mga values na ginamit natin, ito is based on 25 degrees Celsius or 298 Kelvin. So, isa-substitute lang natin yan. And after that class, so, yung 108, isa-substitute din natin siya dito. Ayan, 108. Pero class, as you can see, the unit is in joules. Joules sa per Kelvin. Pero dito, naka-kilojoules. So, all we need to do is to multiply this in 1,000 muna. Kasi nga, alam naman natin na, again class, since the unit is in kilojoules, so ang gagawin po natin is we need first to convert this kilojoules into joules. Dapat, ay kung baga, itong kilojoules na to, or i-convert natin sila, dapat mag-match sila ng unit na kilojoules. Since the unit of our Gibbs free energy is in kilojoules, kasi nga malalaki yung value. So, ibig sabihin, we will multiply 601.2 this into 1,000. O, kung baga, ayan. So, mag-multiply tayo ng 1,000. So, again, dito tayo mag-multiply. So, ayan. Kilojoules na kasi to. This one is the enthalpy. So, dito tayo mag-multiply ng 1,000 para maging kilojoules na din siya. So, ayan. Multiply tayo ng 1,000. So, after that, we will get this value. So, ipagpa-plus lang natin. Negative to, nakalimutan lang tayo yung sign class sa negative yan. Baka magulat kayo na wala. Negative po yan. Then, plus 32.3 kilojoules. Kilojoules na po yan class sa nakalimutan din. So, again, match na sila ng sign. So, pag match na yung sign class, ayan, ibig sabihin, after that, we will derive to this answer. Negative 568.9 kilojoules. So, as you can see, class, the sign is negative. So, which means that this process is example of spontaneous process. Kasi because of the sign. So, since the free energy is negative, the reaction will form a magnesium oxide. Looking up, from the free energy of a magnesium is negative 569 kilojoules based on the formula. This reaction occurs rapidly once initiated. So again, in short, this process is spontaneous process and mabilis yung initiation ng chemical reaction from the given. So si magnesium reacted with oxygen will initiate spontaneously ng mabilisan. So, ganun lang siya kabilis, class. So, okay na tayo dito. So, let's have this another example. So, for this case, class, the ozone is the atmosphere can react with nitric acid and calculate the Gibbs free energy of this reaction. So, again, class, this part is, I will give it to you as part of your activity. So, this will be your third activity, or that activity is counted as your third written work as well. So, all you need to do, class, is to follow kung anong ginawa dito. So, almost similar lang, step by step. Ayan. Then, after that, factors affecting the sign of free energy. O, take note. In order to predict the sign of free energy according to the equation of this, we need to know both the enthalpy and the entropy. So, importante po yun. Temperature may also influence the direction of the spontaneous direction. Kasi nga, maybe, yung 25 degrees, there are times kasi na tataas, syempre, tataasan natin yung temperature. It could be, mababawasan din si enthalpy. So, factor din si temperature. The four possible combinations are shown below. So, ito yung possible na ma-form natin sa sign. So, again, ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. So, but again, sometimes, si enthalpy is inconsistent. Even though titignan natin dito, is same siya ng sign. So, let's start. If the enthalpy is negative, yung result, the entropy with the temperature, given temperature is positive, then the free energy is negative. It only means that the reaction proceeds spontaneously at all temperatures. So, again, class, yung pinakamabilis na way lang na masabi natin spontaneous is negative, si free energy. Ito yung pinaka-final free energy. Ito yung pinaka-reliable or direct na source. Next, reaction is spontaneous in reverse direction at all temperatures. Ibig sabihin, if the enthalpy is positive, the entropy is negative, and the free energy is positive, automatically, this is non-spontaneous. Again, non-spontaneous kasi nga sabi dito, reaction spontaneous in reverse at all temperatures. Since reversing sign, automatic, this is non-spontaneous. Let's proceed. So, if the reaction on enthalpy and the entropy is positive and kung pareho naman silang negative, we cannot identify whether what is the free energy is. So, the reaction proceeds spontaneously. It could be spontaneously at high temperature. So, automatically, class, kung pareho pong positive si entropy and enthalpy, so ito po kaninang sinasabi ko na babalikan natin, is automatically, reaction proceeds spontaneously at high temperature. So, again, pag pareho ng sign, proceeds spontaneously. While, pag pareho namang negative, spontaneously at low temperature. So, ayan, careful with it ha. So, kagaya ng mga example na po. Ayan. So, next, sample problem application of gives free energy. So, dito class, so let's apply. Again, almost same process lang yung gagawin natin. Should you invest? So, let's try this application. Should you invest an engine that is said to burn air at room temperature? You are told that special chamber allows O2 to combine with N2 to form a nitrogen oxide using the reaction. So, this is the given. So, gagawin lang natin yung ginawa natin kanina, class. So, first, ito yung susulat natin. I-identify natin, based doon sa table, nakatitignan nyo lang, si entropy and enthalpy ng bawat chemicals, both found in the reactant and the product. So, ayan. Pagkatapos nung ilista, isa-isa, then, we will find calculate the enthalpy and entropy. Isa-isa, since yung formula natin is the gives free energy So, depende sa inyo kung anong uunahin natin. Pero ngayon, class, para mas organized tayo, unahin na natin si enthalpy. So, this is the formula of enthalpy again, class. So, almost similar. Laging si product sa unahan minus by the reactant. So, ito siya. Itong gagamitin natin na unahin. Yung mga 0, 0. Ayan. And after that, class, so, ayan. Again, product. Ito siya. So, there is no coefficient there. Ibig sabihin, 1 yan. Kung may 1 class, ibig sabihin, ayan, 1 ang isusulat natin. O, ayan. So, pagkatapos, substitute, we will write the value, isa-isa. So, for the enthalpy, for nitrogen oxide, we have positive 34 minus 1/2. So, itong 1/2 plus, itong substitution ng reactant natin, o coefficient. Then, yung enthalpy niya is 0. So, ayan. So, ganun din. So, as is. And after that, we will get the enthalpy of the given, which is positive 34 kilojoules. Ibig sabihin, pag positive, endothermic reaction siya. Ibig sabihin, the heat is absorbed. So, ayun nga. So, again, class, sabi natin, inconsistent lagi si enthalpy. So, hindi natin masasabi na spontaneous siya. By means na, even though na endothermic siya. Di ba, alam naman natin, labang exo, most of the time, mas favored siya with the product. Pero, di natin sure dito kasi nga, inconsistent. It could be, maybe, with high temperature siya, or spontaneous with high temperature. So, let's see, after this, basta ito class, since positive nga siya, endothermic reaction, tumaas yung heat sa system. So, after finding the change in enthalpy, let's find the change in entropy. So, kagaya ng kanina class, so, we will use the formula, the product minus the reactant. So, substitution lang din. So, 1 half for the product, 1/2 and 1. So, isulat natin 1 half, 1. And after that, we will substitute class. So, the product entropy is 240.5. So, check natin kung tama. O, ayan, tama. 240.5. Ayan. Substitute lang natin, class. So, after substitution, ayan. Substitute isa-isa kung ano doon. Then, we will find this result. Which is, the change in entropy is equal to negative 60.3 joules per Kelvin per mole. So, in this case, class, negative na si entropy. So, how can we compute this? So, i-check na natin isa-isa. So, calculate the Gibbs free energy change from the above. So, ang gagawin natin, kagaya ng ginawa kanina, isa-substitute lang po. So, unahin natin si free energy at si enthalpy rather kanina na positive 34 kilojoules. Yan, susulat lang natin. Minus. Again, temperature is 298 Kelvin kasi ito yung constant na ginamit natin sa table. Then, class, we will use 60.3. So, ito yung po yung sagot. Joules per mole per Kelvin. Kung nakikita nyo, class, yung unit natin dito sa entropy is joules lang po. Kasi ito Kelvin, ito kilojoules. Careful ha. Joules to, ibig sabihin given temperature. So, ang gagawin natin is mag-multiply ulit tayo ng 1,000 para mag-equal ng unit. So, mag-multiply lang tayo na pareho na silang kilojoules. So, 1 kilojoules equals to 1,000. And after that, we will get a positive 52 kilojoules. This is the free energy. So, ibig sabihin, class, the free energy is positive, which means that this is a non-spontaneous. Kasi nga, naging positive siya. We expect dapat pag free energy, dapat negative. So, ibig sabihin, the value of the enthalpy is reliable this time. Pag endothermic, automatically non-spontaneous sa case na to. This reaction will not occur with NO heat in a given off. Neither the enthalpy with a positive or the entropy which is negative favors the reaction. So again, class, the given example is non-spontaneous process. Kasi nga, the free energy is positive, which also agrees follow with the given na endothermic reaction sa enthalpy. Okay? Okay na po tayo doon. So, naintindihan po. So, next, almost we are close to an end na din. So, let's proceed with the concept of equilibrium. So, what is an equilibrium, class? Proceed to concept of equilibrium. So, many chemical reactions do not proceed to just one direction or proceed essential to a completion. This is called as reverse reaction. In reverse reaction, where a double-headed arrow is used. So, ibig sabihin, pwede siyang mag-change vice versa. The reaction are not completely converted into product. And some of the product may be converted back into reactant. Unlike a reversible reaction, where a single-headed arrow is used, indicates that forward and backward reaction are countering simultaneously. In general term, the reverse reaction may be represented follow. So, ulit po, a reversible process or always shows that there is an equilibrium. A here na maliit represents the stoichiometric coefficient. So, ayun po. Next, the state of balance is also referred as the state of equilibrium. In a reversible reaction, when the reactant starts from the product would then start from the reaction. The two opposing process happens different rate, but certain point the reaction will reach or rate forward backward reaction the same. So again, from the typical chemical reaction, di ba sabi natin that the chemical reaction must occur from left to right. Tama? So dapat nag-i-exist si reactant tsaka si product and vice versa. Pero even though sabay silang yung process, there are lines wherein there can they're may match or reach where they are forward and backward. Kung baga magiging common sila sa case na to, there is a line na to. Change in rate, forward and backward reaction, and reverse reaction. So sa case na to, even though may forward and backward reaction, there are lines na nagiging equal sila. So that's why there is just a representation of concept of equilibrium. In a state of chemical equilibrium, since the rate of product and formation is equal to the rate of reformation of reactant, then the concentration of the reactant and product remains constant. So, ayun po. So, babasahin na lang yung naiiwan dito. The state of chemical equilibrium is highly dynamic state. This means that there is no change, ayan, in the composition and reaction. Careful with this, ha? No change. Tandaan to. No change. Kasi nga, equal eh. Kasi nga, reversible ang nangyayari. Also, system and chemical equation can be easily distributed change and the reaction condition. So, yun lang po yung mga dapat nyong tandaan. Equilibrium constants expression. So, we can express equilibrium constant expression in many ways, class. So, equilibrium constant expression is written as C, ayan, D, or K for constant equation, where the parenthesis or this one symbol is concentration expressed in molarity, and K equation is equilibrium constant. The molar equation must also be referred as Kc. So, ibig sabihin, we can use the term KAQ or equation, or K for C for constant. So, we can write this one directly. So, ayan, isa-isahin natin. For the reaction of this example, the equation can express written as this one. So, maglalagay na tayo ng K for equation. Then, again, class, take note, si product laging nasa taas and sa baba sa reactant. At ilalagay lang natin siya sa parenthesis. But, this time, class, take note, yung coefficient is ginagawa po natin siyang superscript lang. Ayan, so, n, ilalagay sa 2. So, since dito is wala ditong coefficient, so automatically 1 yan, dire-diretso. So, ganun lang po yung pagsusulat. So, other way, we can use this also. So, ito din. So, tignan nyo, CO2. Ayan, ito siya. 3. Kasi nga itong 3 is the coefficient, ilalagay sa taas. Then 2O3, itong 2 ilalagay sa taas. So, almost same lang po. So, kaya yung ginawa kanina, NOCl, 2, kasi ito yung coefficient, ilagay sa 2. Then, 2, yung coefficient dito is may 2. So, maglalagay tayo ng 2 and 1. So, ganyan lang po pag nagsusulat tayo. But, also class, we can write this by means of partial pressure. So, in writing a partial pressure, so almost similar lang po yung pagsusulat. So, we can use various symbol like this example, KP, K, which means constant partial pressure. So, kagaya na pagsusulat natin kanina, class, is lalagay pa rin sa loob ng coefficient, ng parenthesis, start with the product. So, pero maglalagay tayo ng P, which signifies a partial pressure. So, O2, ayan, O2. Then, ilalagay yung 3 sa taas na superscript. Ayan. So, lalagay ulit ng P na partial pressure. Then, yung O3, ayan, yung O3, lalagay yung 2. So, we can use also this way. So, dire-diretso lang. So, ilalagay pa yung P. Then, NOCl. So, ayan, NOCl, yung coefficient na 2, lalagay. Then, ito, ayan. So, ganun lang po. We can, madali lang sa yung pagsusulat natin. Ayan. So, we are done already, class, for our discussion. So, thank you for listening, and I hope this lecture video could help you to finish understand our last lesson. So, sana mataas yung makuha yung score sa exam. So, wishing luck, everyone, and gusto kong sabihin, good luck and advance congratulations for your graduation. Bye!